All right, so welcome. Let's see what we got for this week. We'll continue the previous week analysis actually. Let's see what the index is showing us. So first of all, I see here divergence on the regional pairs. So this could mean that probably that the USD will be stronger this week because this is a huge divergence and we are above zero line. So even if the price going down in the first days of the week, we will continue to rise actually, but let's see on smaller time frames as well. Okay, this is positive, but this means the following day actually, we got this day and tomorrow actually to break our this candle because we see now divergence and we are under the zero line. But if this point breaks in the market, then it will continue to rise. And also the new TTT is about to break. So watch this break and watch this zone break, and after that we can continue with the rising momentum. Okay, so let's retest on in 61. It's also beautiful. It's gonna be interesting this week. First, let's see next. Audi NZD. All right, looks like the Audi NZD broke down. Got bearish bias on this, but still, there was a huge divergence on daily. And we are under the zero line. So even if we're trading against the Audi or NZD, then we should trade against the Australian dollar because the NZD still shows us dominance above the Australian dollar. The Euro GPB. No. Yeah. And then we are still in a down movement. On weekly basis, we got a divergence. So unless this level breaks here, which is far away in my opinion, it's the same length like this candle. We'll wait for it, but I will see the price this week retest, but I don't see here bigger movement actually. So it looks like here a channel just look like this. Actually, let's see on the indexes what they show us. We'll seek for euro dominance this week actually, but both currencies are weak. But still, even if we trade against the euro, I will trade against the GPB instead. And the euro CHF We are above the zero line. We got a divergence at this point. So the CHF is even weaker than, oh, this is not beautiful on the weekly, but we got still a bullish momentum, and this will still rise because you know the next month is coming, a lot of hours left, and here was also a big divergence. So even if we got here, there is no divergence, actually there is convergence, but here that bigger divergence, this could make the reversal move, and as you see, the price is, was falling like since 2008, so maybe time for a correction. See, this was the support zone, which is not broken actually, only with 2 weeks. This is interesting. So the monthly divergence and the daily divergence was a good lookout for this pair, as you see. So it means we're looking for a weaker CHF. Only from the regular pairs, what we saw, a stronger USD, a stronger NZD, a stronger GBP, and a stronger Euro. So, in my opinion, the CHF will be the weakest this week. But let's see what it shows to us, the indexes. But before we go, I want to see the economic calendar. Oh, the CP in 46 minutes. Mortgage, Bank of England, consumer credit. The GDP, actually, they say it's high volatile news, but actually they are not really. This could be interesting, the CPY. Oh, this will be interesting, the interest rate decision tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning. I think this could be a huge move. Then the unemployment rate, NCD, no. When you see the Q3 and you see the news and you see the volatility, what the market brings, I wouldn't say this is also not a high volatile news, right? Then the balance of trade, there is a very big change from 0.6 billion to 12 billion. Damn, that's a lot. Okay, this could be interesting Wednesday on 8 o'clock. ADP employment change, this as well. The interest rate, the federal interest rate decision, this could be also interesting on Wednesday. There is a lot news for next week, and of course the first week of the month, it will be also an NFP week, and CPY, CHF, this could be also interesting. So, the rate decision of the GPV this week will be crazy, guys, actually. And even if we do now forecast, it doesn't mean nothing, because when we see a high liquidity, the bias can change, actually. But one thing we have to do is following the momentum. All right, it's not a normal week. It's also the Canadian dollar. This will be also interesting, the employment change, but more interesting is the non-farm payrolls, NFP, for this week. So we see there is a lot of news, there is a lot of volume in the market, and even if we see what it happens in the first days of the week, it can change for the second one of the week. But let's see the daily. I see a divergence right now, but you know, this is still a level, and we bounced from the bottom of this channel, but this is the previous high. So if the price doesn't break this point, we still gonna going one more correction down, but because of the high liquidity, this could be nothing, this divergence, because the prices can break this level so easy. There is high volatility. So if you see those candles, this could repeat actually. So let's see. But for now, I'm looking for bullish bias on daily. Actually, let's see the EXY. Like I said, the last week we could see a possible strength for the week, which is happened mostly on the USD GPY, and yeah, some of the pairs. This was the previous week move. Let's see, that was a stronger Japanese yen actually, in a lot of currencies, but the NZD was stronger, the IUD was also stronger, but the main, like the Canadian, the bit of the euro, that was not a big move, but the GPB as well, but the USD, what I was guessing about to retest on the 50, it was the 61 actually, but we got also the divergence on the 61, and then we followed but the trend. What we are looking for XY back. So I see here bearish bias, but there is also divergence here. Is the low, and if the price doesn't break the coming 2 days, this point, this could continue to rise, but we are also broke the support zone, which was from 7 September until 7 October, so 1 month actually. We broke this level and we retest around the break zone, so this could continue go down. Actually, what I want to see here is following the momentum, and this point, I want to see this point to break, and if this point breaks, we're gonna see a bigger move from the GXY. See on a daily basis. We see the same divergence as we see on smaller time frame. So here is a previous high. But we are all already got the divergence here, which means there is a weaker Japanese yen. Actually, I got a position of the USD GPY in break-even. I didn't close yet. I will show. Got my entry around this point. And yeah, I'm waiting for the breakout, and this looks nice in my opinion. And we are our zero line. There is a divergence coming in, so I want to see the market consolidating and break down, break above the zone. Actually, see the zones we got here. The zone and the next zone is a big one. About 100 pips away from now. It's going to be interesting. Let's see the monthly basis. See the weekly basis. Interesting. So the first TP will be this. I'm waiting for it. All right, back to the indexes. So we got the XY, the GXY. Let's see what we got on the AXY. AXY broke the zone, which is beautiful in my opinion, but this could be a fake out. Actually, we didn't see the divergence. Mostly when the fake out happens, we see a divergence, but I don't see here a huge move. But there is a lot of news this week, so there will be probably a big move, but we don't see it yet. The 6 hours look good for divergence. This could mean that we are bouncing from, this is the low, and we are bouncing from here. That would be very nice actually, and we are also above the zero line, so this is nice. Okay, here's the previous low. And you see there's already a difference between the price and the destroyer. So if the price stops at any of those points, maybe the trend line is a bit like this, then watch the price turning around from this point. Let's see the flex feed. Oh, I don't like to see that when the Fibonacci do something like this. This is not a good sign actually, because mostly of the time there will be a following movement down like it happened here. But there is a difference between this and this, because we broke out this channel. But you see, it happens the same, like here was also the same, but it happens the same like here did. This is interesting. Of course, we got the CPI in 35 minutes, which could change the game, and 4 minutes left for the GPBs, but we see the medium term. Let's see then what we see for the GPB. Yes, there's no divergence. We see the convergence for this week. We got the cross from above, but there is still a bullish momentum on a weekly basis. Yeah, we got still place. Like what I drawed on the GPB USD last week, when good actually, but there is still place to the upside of the trend line, which is also the point of the flag sweep. This could be nice, but I will see on the GPB USD what will be the next possible movement. And for now, we see convergence, which means the price is about to continue down. We broke from this zone. So what this could mean that the price go down and the price go up. Because if this happens, then it will be around the same level. And if this falls down from here, the price will, the destroyer volume will be on the lower point, which could cause a divergence at this moment. This is interesting. And also the 50 fib as well. That will be nice, actually. But like I said, this week will be crazy with a lot of opportunities and a lot of momentum. So the PS can change. And the daily, we got the sell signal right here. We saw the strength in the XY. So let's see first the XY. There is a small divergence right now. So, and also the Fibonacci level of 38. This is interesting as well. I want to see like a V pattern, like this, and then the same low going up. This, I would like to see that, but 4 o'clock tomorrow there will be a huge move, and probably this. What I love here is the structural divergence. When we are talking about structural divergence, we look into the VV plus. So this was the previous point, and you see where the price stopped. But there is a huge difference between these 2 points. But the market is on the same level. It means we got structural divergence, which means that we going down. But there is still a place for an up move, because we got here the bullish momentum, but we are under the zero line, like a lot. There is a lot of space to make an upper move and then continue the down move, actually. But if I looking only for the daily candle, like the regional pairs, I will look for the Audi strength, weakness. Sorry, Audi weakness. There is small divergence at this point. But still, I want to see weakness. Okay, the news started of the GPB. Let's see. All right. The first, what you see is the GPB pair. What is this doing here? The GPB pairs are in red. Only the GPB GPY, and only one in green, and the Euro GPB actually, but they're not trading on the Euro. The rest is showing us bearish bias. We broke zero lines, so this could be an opportunity for this day. See the new TT is also above the candles, which is a good point. There was no divergence, there was convergence. It was a divergence actually, but fish should already sit in this trade actually. Maybe on smaller time frames you can still catch some of these points. The GPY is still weaker, so let's see the next point. We got the ZXY, we got the IXY. Let's see the SXY on a daily basis. I like it. We see a breakout, but there is a convergence, so I want to see the price continue to fall down actually. Then there are the zones. Monthly looking good. Don't forget there is a new monthly candle tomorrow, so it's gonna be interesting. With 6 hours we got divergence, but if you see now the weakness on the Swiss franc, then you see those gaps. That's when the price is about to open, and this will be open under this point, which means we were gonna get convergence on that point. There's no divergence anymore. So on 2 p.m. actually 2 p.m. we're gonna see how the SXY opens, and if you see what's the price is about to do, the GPB is the only weaker pair, and the GPY. So the GPY and the GPB are the weakest, in my opinion. Then the euro, if you see 0.01, and the USD the strongest, as you see, or the NZD is even stronger. Interesting. The XY, the BXY, we saw the BXY. I want to see this, but it starts to open. So probably the BXY is around this point right now. And on 14 o'clock, we're gonna see where the price is actually opening. Then if this opens around this point, then we will see a continued movement down. But you know the concept: buy low, sell high. And if you see those points, maybe at 1 hour this looks good, but fortunately on the rest of the time frames is not setting up yet for a sell. But look on the GPB pairs instead, and CXY. First of what I'm seeing is divergence on 12 hours and on daily as well. We got the bearish momentum, and we are about to cross this point. What I said the previous week was also correct, looking like this, because the CXY made the upper movement, so we were looking for the Canadian strength. But if you see the same thing what we saw probably makes fine. The structural divergence, when the price was here, you see we were under the zero line, and the price is now on the same level, but we are above the zero line, which means the price made place for the next move, which is also a bearish movement, and 38 fib here on the price. So this could continue. Like the zones, oh, no zones, yeah. See the yearly basis. Oh, there's still place. The TP1, this one, the TP1. So weekly. Yeah. All right, this is looking good as well. This could be the TP for next move. All right, so we saw the pairs. Let's see more things. So USD. They're under the zero line on weekly. We got the red cross. We see that divergence on weekly. This could be a sign that what we see on the indexes are actually correct, because we see the same signals on the gold. No divergence because the price broke this level. So even if we get a pullback, we are about to continue for a down move. And on multiplying time frames, we are under the zero line, which is also a good sign. It was the previous point was here, so you can talk about a divergence, but the price needs to corrugate himself. This the price didn't break. Try to break the support, but no time yet for it. And look, this beauty. Here is the previous high. We are under the zero line, and let's see, close under this point, then a continuation movement to the downside. Okay. Let's see, we're still here, the US 30, which was also big movement on weekly. What I like on late weekly basis, and as this we got here on the previous move, and we are heading to the overbought zone. Actually, what I want to see is the 50, maybe one more movement. But when I see the bias right now, I can say this gonna rise above this point. And as we see, what I like here is also the structural divergence. The price is on a higher point in VV, but we are on the lower, we are on a lower point actually. So I want this also to make a drop. Oh shit. On the daily, we see also divergence, which is a good point. And the same thing, look where the price was at this point, on the VV and where the price is right now on the VV. So this could be a reversal. This could be a reversal. There is also the divergences. If you see, there was a divergence here. Then there was a divergence here between the two. Their divergence, and then continued divergence around this point. And after that, we got a convergence. But right now we got also divergence. And we reach the highest point of the flip. We got the zone on the exact level of the flip, but I want to trade on divergence, because if we looking to the another bias like the DXY, it's bounced from this point, but we see the divergence. This is interesting. This is actually interesting. So today we will decide what the price is gonna do on longer term. Actually, even on 12 hours, there's a big divergence and we are under the zero line. So broke divergence. There is a mixed signal, which I like, because we see here the divergence, but we see the other side also divergence. I'm still looking for the DXY strength, actually. Even if the correction move comes, I want to still see the divergence strength because of the previous week. And even if we get the mixed signals on the higher time frames, we got still stronger divergences to the upside, and we are still above the zero line. So I would like still see, oh shit, on the yearly basis, of course. We are heading to the end of the year, the 12 months, and if you see this candle, that's the previous year buy signal, and after that very strong candle. And something what we see a lot of times when we're trading on the US is the same pattern, and the XABC, which I drawed on the, I think that was on the US 30, the butterfly pattern. So the future looks bright for the dollar, right? Even if the price falls, I want to see a long-term up move, actually. About zero line, everything comes together. So even if the price make a low, the up move will be stronger. Then, which means now a lot of people correlate the dollar to cryptos as well. So we have to wait for the bulls, I guess. Wait for the next move. But temporary weakness is in the game. It's in the game. So what I will do this week is actually trading on news, because there is a lot of news, and follow the volume in the market. because like I said, this end of the month, there are crazy. If you know how to trade on the GPB, then you know the biggest moves happens in the last 5 minutes of the candle close. So what I mean with the GPB, it can fall about 45 minutes, and in the last quarter gonna make the same move as they did in the another direction, like here 45, and in the last 50 minutes there will be another movement. And if you see like here 45, and you see this candle in the last 50 minutes, so that is how to trade on the GPB actually. And if you got some experience about this pair, then you know the biggest moves, even if there's a huge move on the buy side, on the sell side, in the last 15 minutes this could change. Okay, and it is also true when you trade on the yearly basis. We got 2 months left, so the December is about to getting some crazy shit actually. And also the monthly, when you see this, the market is getting crazy as well. So a lot of traders actually don't trade end of the month, but I like to trade on it. Why? Because there is a huge volatility during this period. So what I mostly recommend for this week is trade on 50 minutes and listen to the zero crosses, and yeah, follow the momentum, guys. You see what my bias was on this week. There are a lot of facts like the news. CP in 11 minutes. Let's see what we're seeing right now. And the first thing I see is this divergence and the zero line at this point. Also divergence on 5 minutes. 10 minutes left. Change the mind. Retest. Also a good point. Look, those are the levels what I'm using for the flex fib. 360, like on 1 minute candles, we are looking for 6 hours on this period. I don't use 3 minutes, the 5 minutes on 100, the 15 on 100, the 1 hour on 100, the 4 on 100, the 6 on 100, the top 100, 5 to 6, but so intraday on 100. This is intraday custom, but this is the good settings for the flexi, the 360, because I tried it on 100, but we don't get enough data to make the right decisions when you trade on it like this. You see the different picture when you turn it on 360. Yep, there's a different picture. All right. Yeah, the CPY, 10 minutes left. It will be interesting. Actually, what I saw repeatedly, divergence here, divergence here. We are still above the zero line, so wait for the zero line cross. It broke the TTT, bounce from the 50 fib. This is a good sign actually, but you know, this is my vote on 5 sec, and there's still 10 minutes left, so let's see what we got. This is UG I was looking for. So yeah, guys, if you see the hourly candle, 8 minutes left or it's close, and the GPB can do, the euro can do the same. Like I said, it's end of the month, so here happens a lot of those things when the candle starts the first 20 minutes like this, and in the last 10 minutes it comes back around this zone, and this could happen. Of course, what you looking for, like here on the VV, even if we got here the divergence, you know, there is probably now big movement, and if you break those points like there is no divergence anymore. We see now a divergence, but we have to close under this point. All right. So there is not a clear signal right here, right now. This is more clear actually. Here we see the divergence, but we see also we are above the zero line. But like I said, there is a structural divergence in the market. So actually, I want to see a weaker euro, and that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and let's have a nice trading week. I'm going to my 5 sec to trade an impulse, right? Thanks for listening, guys. And like I said, have a nice trading week. Bye-bye.